Twitch hath betrayeth me. No, it was also weird on my end. I started streaming and usually it only takes a couple seconds for the little pop-up to be like, Aiden's streaming art. And for some reason it took like many minutes. I don't know, it was weird. I think it's the apocalypse. Anyway, hi. I hope you're doing well. Back at it again with some more commissions tonight. Statatzak! Stinky! Hi. I'm doing something crazy? What? What crazy thing are you doing? A backflip? Several backflips? Can I see? You Stinky? I'm not the one who dropped a big stinker on the way in. Olia, hi! You play League. No, I quit, I swear. I haven't played League in so long. It doesn't count. I'm gonna change my user to just Minri and update my Twitch layout like all the assets. And got a new stinger. Whoa! Innovation! That's incredible. It's awesome to hear, Minri. Big changes. If you can land that name, just Minri, it would be such a flex. Don't lie, I've seen your browser history. You have? I mean, then you'd know I don't look up League of Legends stuff. Just don't talk about what else is on there. I had an ad, so I didn't hear anything but the ad. I said hello! Hello, hi! How are you doing? I hope well. Hopefully can. Yeah, but if you do get it, it would be so sick. The Minri. It's like in Minecraft. When it's a huge flex to like be the only one with like a short name. Because like you found it. A little bit of Shenhe R34. No. No. Goodbye. Okay, bye, Olia. DeadSec, that's not true. I would never lewd my perfect, beautiful wife. Although, to be honest, I haven't played Genshin in a long time. It has been a while. I just got back from meeting with our international tax accountant. Or consultant or something? Lawyer? Oh, was it taken? No! Dang it. I'm so sorry. That's very unfortunate. And what's the perfect route to romance Abigail in Stardew Valley? I don't know. That's what I was trying to figure it out. By someone with no profile, not even a profile pic? Ugh, that's the worst. Your time will come, Minri. I remember back when I was Sketches by Aiden. Just a measly little boy with a dream. Not the legend I am today. Aiden Sketches himself. I had to wait for the person with the Aiden Sketches name to, like, delete their channel. Or maybe it got auto-deleted because they were inactive. I don't think they do that, though. But I got it, so, like, maybe you can get Minri in the same way. 25 mozzarella sticks with sweet chili sauce? 25 burger Whoppers and 25 more Whoppers. On Twitch or YouTube? Both, actually. I was Sketches by Aiden on both. Yeah, you just need to get it on Twitch then. Best of luck. Just check in every couple of
Alanix
months.
says James Catches puts up a 3.
Hey!
Won't go. Rebound Bosch. Back out to Alan. His 3-pointer. Bang. Tie game with 5 seconds remaining. Spurs don't have a timeout.
Amen, brother. Sports, am I right? So true. Kira, thank you so much for the 12 months. A whole year. I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. Also, hi, Alanix. Sports! Aiden, you're wrong. What, it wasn't sports? I see trigger words in there. I see rebound. I see tie game. I see timeout. That sounds like sports to me. That's so crazy. We've known each other for a year now? No way. Doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't. But time flies. I suppose. Time flies when you're singing duets. It is sports. So then don't say I'm wrong, because I was right, it was sports. Hi, Phoenix. Welcome back. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it. It's been a whole year and still no Build-A-Bear. I don't know how long I've known y'all. I think it's been 2 days? Yeah. Since last stream. That's the first time we met, Alex. If that was actually true, people would think I'm just an insane hater. Being so mean. They're like, why is this guy so mean to his chat? Yeah, dude, sounds about right. Yeah, I think it was 2 days. Because it was, what, it was 2 days, Tuesdays, then it was Monday, Sunday. Yeah, about 13 months. But felt like shining things up after being accepted to that group. Oh yeah, tell me more about that. That's cool. That's exciting. Hi, Tia. He beats us off stream? I'm not gonna do a stream like that. What? Bad idea. DeadSec, go talk to HR. What did I walk into? I don't know. DeadSec being kind of freaky right now. DeadSec wants a beat us off stream. It's a Twitch group for gamers who are safe spaces for people, and it makes it easier to find and raid other safe space gamers. Ah, that's nice. That's so sweet. Not me, though. I'm a dangerous space gamer. People come into my chat, there's a 50% chance they just get shot on sight. Kaboom! I too like to live dangerously. Beat us off or beat us? I don't know. DeadSec said he beats us off stream. I can't. I've had 3 meetings already. Barbara's already annoyed with me. Well, whose fault is that, DeadSec? Why do you think you have to go keep seeing Barbara? Who is the one breaking HR? You're collecting HR violations like the 7 Dragon Balls. Only when you collect the 7th one, instead of getting a wish, you lose your job. Which could be a wish, I suppose. Who's Barbara? Oh, she's the new HR person at the Aiden Sketches Co. Cause you beat us up. Oh. Well, yeah, but I'm the one in charge, so Barbara can't touch me. That's how it works, right? CEOs don't have to report to HR. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. My company, my rules. Ah! Ow! That scared me. Ow! Stop scaring your CEO. Damn company ladder. You just need to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and stop eating avocado toast. Ow! I'm gonna report that to HR. Ow! I'm reporting you twice now. You're going to have to see Barbara twice, Kira. And you too, James. You're going together. I hate CEOs. Well, yeah, me too. Ow! That's it. You're fired. I don't even work here. Would you like a job? Yes. You're fired. Ow! My head. Shut up, Aiden. Do you really want me to do that? I don't think you really want me to do that, because then we'd just be sitting here for 3 hours of complete silence. Squat for me, cutie? Alright, fine. Fine. But only because I want to. Because I'm the CEO, and I make the rules. And I'm letting you make me do squats. If I didn't want to do squats, I wouldn't have to let you make me do squats. You feel me? Anyway. Ugh. Oh, my legs are sore. And my back is sore. I'm getting so old. Ugh. I'm not in high school anymore, Toto. 1. So yeah, anyway. We just got back from talking to the international tax accountant. And there's like so much stuff going on. It's so stressful. They're like, "Are you ever going to move to the United States in your life?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm 24." And they're like, "Okay, but you have to know right now if you're ever going to move to the US or ever get a job there." And I'm like, I don't know. How am I supposed to know that? So we had another meeting, and I was hoping it would be more productive this time, but we're in the exact same spot we started, which is, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to move down there ever, if I'm going to need to go down there for some reason. Because I could really screw my life up if I made the wrong decision here. But it's literally just guessing what the rest of my life is going to look like. Aiden should move to the UK? I could do that, no problem. The UK's rules are less stupid than the ones that the US has. So, I could do that. I'm already a part of the Commonwealth, you know, we're basically there. Yo, Robin! Baba Booey! Baba Booey. Welcome back! And hello, job application, you welcome back as well. Just moved to Toronto! Yeah. The big city is scary, though. Not the push, I just sat down! Not the push-ups. I could just move to Toronto, though. Like, what does the States have that we don't? Los Angeles? Yes. Fair point. But we have Vancouver. So maybe I just rescinded and then I'm never allowed to go to the state. No, I'm just kidding. That's not how it works. And then I just moved to Toronto and then everything is good. Make him go Baba Kablooey. It's also a bit cheaper here. Ah! Ow. Like, why are my $50 meals $90 in America? I know, it's redonkulous. I mean, our buying power is much less. Ow! So there's that. But it does feel a little bit silly. Anyway, I gotta go do push-ups now. I will return to draw picture and talk about the economy. Hang on, let me leave you with a beautiful face for when my tracking breaks. I should really get a, like a, what do you call it? Pose for when I leave. It looks like I'm sleeping or something. There's the crunches. See, I was just waiting until that was redeemed to go do it. So I can knock him out at the same time. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'll be back. Oh no! My push-up spot is covered in drywall stuff. Where I usually do my push-ups. There's big... Oh my gosh, this is heavy. There's big buckets of drywall. Mud. In my push-up spot. Okay. Alright. That basically counts as its own workout. Do I still have to do the push-ups? There's a spider! He ran away. Okay. Oh, brother. This hurts. Oh my gosh. Halfway there. One more. That's the push-ups. And I gotta do crunches. Boop. But hey, on the bright side, you guys can't make me do exercise for like another hour. That's awesome. 2, 3, 4. I don't know why you guys like to redeem these. Like, it's just me very distantly grunting. Do you just want me to shut up? Secretly? And this is your plan all along? That's 10. People keep asking me to lower the cooldowns and make more workout redeems. I'm like, why? I think it's because people want me to stop talking. Oh. I am back. Aiden's resting dead phase. I got to make choices on what background domain. Nice. Spider bro. Yeah, I have a spider friend in here now. Working on a new building a new layout. Heck yeah. Punching drywall. I think he should rebrand as Kyle's Sketches. It's so good. What if he's lying and just grunting in the corner? That would just be counterproductive for me. These workouts are supposed to keep me like limber and active. If I was just grunting in the corner, I would... That's only hurting me. Yes, we do want you to just shut up. Ruby, hi! Welcome back. I started a workout log and I update it as I go. I feel like if other people did it with me, I'd be more motivated. Because I'd spy on people and be like, I gotta do more than that. Okay, well... Also, hi Dex, and thank you, Robin. I've been okay. We had to talk with the tax consultant, and I'm sort of having a quarter life crisis right now. But Kira, at the beginning of this year, me and my buddies were like, let's start a spreadsheet that keeps track of push-ups, jumping jacks, and sit-ups. And there's like a certain amount that we decided on that we had to do every week. But about 3 months in, they all gave up. So then I also gave up. So if you've got a spreadsheet, I could probably write down my workouts in there. It begins. Is that Dex? It is Dex. Really? Yeah, I mean, it depends what the workouts are, but I would do it. Look with both eyes, sweetie. Okay. Yeah, I'm focusing now. I'm not trying to spread sheets, brother. I'm aiming for something else. She spread on my sheets till I excel. That was off the dome. I just came up with that. I don't know what the hell are emotes. Emotes are the things that you send in chat. They're like emojis, but customized. That's pretty much exactly what I'm doing. Oh, heck yeah. I think every person will be different, though, because maybe you have different goals. That's true. I actually have a workout that I already do. I could just type that in and I wouldn't have to change anything. I just start recording it. Hold up, Aiden, you're white? I think Aiden is down/bad. Aiden is she, her. Stop spreading misinformation. I'm he, him. And yes, I am him. I am HIM. The Gen Z Eminem. That's me. Don't even do that as a bit. Trying to fool people, giving them the wrong pronouns. Miscommunication trope, but it's just James doing all of it. Aiden is hee hee. No, I'm not Michael Jackson. Alanix, you're still not allowed to say it in Twitch chat. Blame TOS, not me. Aiden is not him. How do you know? You've never seen me. Instantly gain points for liking Baby No Money. I love Baby No Money. Are you kidding me? I'm a certified gigolo. This is the pretty boy anthem. If you tall, sexy, handsome, you a certified gigolo. Aiden's pronouns are he, him, but we should check every once in a while just in case. This conspiracy theory grows ever stronger. Aiden is a/bitch. No, I'm actually that/bitch. Thank you very much. Would I get banned if I do? Yes. Absolutely. I'm sorry, I can't bend the rules even for committed viewers. If you start dropping slurs in chat, you're getting banned. My pronouns are teehee. I'm a certified joker. Certified Ryan Higa over here. I really like Diamonds Are Forever. Yeah, personally, I like the more upbeat, more like, I don't know if musical is the right word to use. He has some with like lots more instruments and like harmonies and stuff that are upbeat. I like those ones. The slower ones and the ones that are mostly just drums, I don't really vibe with as much. He don't love me, he don't love me. I just use him for his body. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm on my pretty boy shit. I love that song. It might be my favorite Baby No Money song. Probably Permaband. I don't know what. Probably. I found where the 3 bottle C merchants are for the summer event. Do we need that? I thought I finished the summer event and I didn't have to find bottle C materials. I haven't heard that one either, Robin. Oh, you use him for his body, Aiden? That's what you're doing? No, I was just singing the song, okay? I'm probably not a certified gigolo. I don't want to get banned! Well, you know what to do. Just think before you chat. If you check the C materials page, you're probably at 13 out of 16. Oh, I see. Do you get extra polychrome for finding those, though? You should listen at some point. I should. Although I probably have, and maybe it just wasn't my favorite. Because I've listened to a lot of Baby No Money songs and just picked my favorite. There are 3 messages in the bottle that you get. It's like 80? 80 polychrome! I gotta get on that. Aiden isn't a gigolo, he's a pimp. No. Incorrect. I don't know what a gigolo is, but I'm definitely not a pimp. So I'm probably closer to a gigolo than a pimp, because he said if you're tall, sexy, handsome, and I am sexy and handsome. So, I'm probably a certified gigolo. I have the papers to prove it. What is that? Is this a reference to something, DeadSec? I don't understand. I'm very sorry. Ow! Thanks, Robin. Hi, Oil Cat. How are you? Bro just doesn't know ball. Unbelievable. This happens almost every stream. You guys drop the most niche reference from like a 30-year-old show that 2 people watched, and you're like, you've never heard of it? What do you live under a rock? That's how it always goes. It throws stuff? Oh, does it ever? It does throw stuff. I know damn well. Oh, that's from Boondock Saints? Ow! So much power in the palm of Robin's hand. Thank you for the 14 bits. I got 33 attacks done, and now I'm giving myself a break. Oil Cat, you know it's over, right? Art fight's been over. For like a couple days now. No, it is not. Except that it is. It's been 3 years, Oil Cat. You have to let me go. It wasn't your fault. Boondocks, not Boondock Saints? Oh. Well, are you guys talking about different shows? Because that's what DeadSec said. I have to continue to attack. I have to continue. You know, you could save them for next year, Oil Cat. What song is this and why do I know it? This one is called... Oh, frick. Okini Mesumama. It's Eve. It's by Eve. That might be why you know it. I have to get them done. You have to let go, Oil Cat. It's not your fault. I love Eve. Up there as one of my favorite J-pop artists. I think my favorite is Fujikaze because his music is just exactly my vibe. And then probably Kenshi Yonezu, even though, you know, he's very mainstream, very popular. I don't care. I really like his music. I think it's popular for a reason. And then Eve is probably my third favorite. And then, actually, maybe in front of Kenshi Yonezu is a band called Official Hige Dandism. Ow! How am I supposed to get any work done in this environment? The band is called Official Hige Dandism. Not all of their songs are hits, but most of them are, and they're when they hit hard. They are bangers, dude. Sometimes they get like full ass brass sections. It's really cool. I have my first VGen service up though. Heck yeah, Oil Cat, that's awesome to hear. Congrats. Hell yeah, Fujikaze! Yeah! Fujikaze is my goat. And I found him organically too. Like, there's a lot of creators that I hear through the grapevine that other people like. But I don't know anyone who really listens to Fujikaze. I just saw one of his songs pop up and I clicked on it. And I was like, wait, this is really good. I gotta check him out. And I found all of his other songs and I was like, holy crap, these are all so good. They're so jazzy.
Falst of West says a serious accident has occurred. Your sleep bay has been separated from the cicada.
No,
You must
not my
reach the
sleep
surface
bay.
and send a distress call. There are no other life pods in inventory. Unless you can return with rescue, hundreds of stored colonists will remain trapped here.
Colonists are trapped under my surface? Do you have an STI? Aiden wants to bang a band, surprise. Ow! Ow! DeadSec, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's very kind of you. I appreciate that. Don't mind the voice crack. That happens when I suffer brain damage, which I just did. Hachiko is a newer song of his. I'm a big fan of it. Yes, Hachiko's so good. Doko ni kiko Hachiko. Doko ni kiko Hachiko. Boo 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 boo. Oh, it's so good. You've been patiently waiting for me. Oh, what a banger. Hang on, I can cue it up. I recommend everyone watch Project Hail Mary. People keep saying that it's good, and my tism keeps telling me to not watch it. I don't know why. I just wanted to pelt a lot of things at you, that's the whole reason. Well, it's a win-win, I guess. I feel like we can be friends based off music taste. Ugh. I mean, Baby No Money, Fujikaze, you've got based opinions. What can I say, Robin? Watch it! It changed my whole life. Okay, no, you can't say stuff like that. You can't say stuff like that. With me, you gotta be like, it was a semi-decent movie. Because if you're like, it's the best movie I've ever seen, I'm gonna watch it and be like, my expectations are gonna be so high, and then I'm gonna be like, that was a horrible movie. Not because it was actually bad, but because when you're expecting diamond and you get gold, you're disappointed. I think that's why I didn't like Breaking Bad, because people are like, it's revolutionary, it changed television forever, it's the greatest show ever, and nothing will ever top it. And I was like, okay, I better be blown off of my feet by the way that people talk about this show. And it's like, the characters are kind of good, like, they're kind of well written, it's really slow, but like, the characters are interesting. But I didn't like it because I went in with these huge expectations, and of course those are going to be squandered. The only show that actually matched my expectations, and I'm not trying to set expectations for other people because it's completely opinion based, but the only show that I heard good things about and then actually liked as much as the hype was Demon Slayer. I was like, okay, the animation looks cool. I guess I'll give it a try. And then I was just enamored the entire time. And now I have more Demon Slayer merch out of any other show that than I have ever. Ow. 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 Who's doing that? That's it. Cease. I'm going to catch it with my mouth. I missed. Throw another one. Throw another one. Hey. Ow! That was my face! In my mouth, please! Ow! That's the top of my head! Aim better! My mouth! No! Fine, screw you guys. Stop telling him to watch it. I was gonna make him want to walk away when I trick him into watching it, huh? I am based for maybe even poggers? BRB gonna prepare Aiden's surprise. Spoilers, it's gonna hurt. It's just that good. Okay, I'm gonna hold you to it, but when I come back here and say that it wasn't a good movie, you're gonna get all mad at me. I'm just gonna put it on stream one day and he's gonna tune in like a little rabbit. I wasn't a fan of Breaking Bad. Me neither. Also, Rosa, hi, welcome in. That's what she said. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. No, that's what I said. I go by he, him. Remember from the beginning of stream? I don't know why everybody thinks my pronouns are she, her. I'll never be her. Add jail. Aiden is a female? No! I'm never gonna win this battle! It's giving Bortus? What the heck is Bortus? Aiden is a beta slash cuck. I think you mean alpha slash giga chad. I thought Maiden was the female. She is! That's the whole thing! See, people who think my pronouns are she, her just are clearly not paying attention to the lore. If you want me to be a woman, congratulations, maiden exists. Stars, hi! Welcome in, I hope you're doing well. Stars, everyone's calling me a woman again. Help. You could be a hippo for all I know. That's true, but nobody is referring to me with hippo pronouns. That would be a hippo violation. I decided I like the new backgrounds but prefer the look of the other overlays, so I'm mix matching. Well, that's perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Aidenette? No. That's not what? No. Maiden is the name. Also, Aiden is gender neutral. Aiden can be a girl's name as well. You're a hippo. I'm not a hippo. Why would you say such a thing? That's actually so mean. You call me fat? More like hippie. No, he's a nerd. I feel like I'm a good mix between a nerd and a hippie. I have a lot of hippie takes. You know? That last line of The Hobbit where they're like, if more people valued like friendship and good food above hoarded gold, the world would be a merrier place. I agree with that. Hello, Aidenette. That's not my name! You do drugs? No, never. I would never do a drug. I'm watching Miraculous World New York with my sisters. What the heck is that? Sounds like a new Spider-Man movie. You do coke, Aiden? Only diet. Miraculous Ladybug. Also, did you watch season 5? Oh, that's the one with the guy and the girl, and the one of them likes the other one when they're superheroes, but one of them likes the other one when they're not superheroes. And guys, stop. Her name is literally Aiden. Dex, thank you. I don't know why everybody's calling me the wrong name. It's so insulting. I haven't heard that name in years. Did somebody mention Miraculous World Lost in New York, the second Home Alone movie? I haven't heard that name in years. The greatest Home Alone movie, by the way. Nah, I'm just kidding. The first one's better. Second one's pretty close, though. What's the actor guy's name? Stephen Curry or something? What a legend. Is that it? Not Steph Curry, the basketball player. This is the actor. The guy who plays the attendant in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York. You know who I'm talking about. Tim Curry. Tim Curry. That's definitely his name. I also have hippie mentality, much to my coworkers' stressed out dismay. Yeah. I'm very much like why doesn't everybody just take a chill pill? Why are we all so worried about making money all the time? Like, it's literally paper. I know that, like, life revolves around money and you need it for, like, food and housing and stuff, and I think that's kind of silly. That's why I call myself a hippie. Not because of the drug thing. I'm like a hippie in the way that hobbits are hippies. I guess they smoke, don't they? They smoke a lot. We don't know what's in those pipes. Home Alone 2 Lost in New York featuring an orange PDF file POS. Yeah. Excuse me, sir, where's the bathroom? It's down the hall, to the left. We have the greatest bathrooms in this tower. Quite frankly, the greatest towers that any... Thanks, mister, that's okay. No, don't leave. I need to tell you more about the bathrooms. They're eating the dogs. Don't go in the bathrooms. They're eating the dogs in the bathrooms. It's the liberals, I tell you. The Democrats, they've taken the bathrooms. They want to get rid of the bathrooms. The Democrats, they want to get rid of the bathrooms. Less burnout when you don't care about the little things. It's true. We are all but a small speck of the history of this planet. I I don't like fully buy into nihilism, but only when I'm stressed out. I'm like, I'm gonna die and people are gonna forget about me, so actually everything's okay. Aiden, you're perfect. Thank you. Wow. All I had to do was make fun of Trump and listen to Fujikaze. I'm too old for slow burn bait slop. Yeah, give me the wet kisses. Except that's probably not true because I really want to watch Love Is War, and I think that might be a slow burn thing. But also it's a comedy, so like I feel like a slow burn romance and a slow burn like romantic comedy are two very different things, you know what I mean? One of them's Jim and Pam from The Office, which is actually incredibly toxic if you think about it. And then the other one is freaking Daily Lives of High School Boys, which is funny as hell. My chat's not gonna know what hit him tomorrow. I haven't told anyone that I was revamping the layout. Okay, well then be quiet, shush. The spoilers. No, that's awesome, Minri. I hope everybody loves it. I know that when I did the little transition animation thing, people were like, that's so cool. I was like, stop. Okay, but Love Is War, they actually have so much chemistry. The bit for Love Is War is that they both already love each other and do couple stuff. They just don't say I love you because whoever does it first is the loser. See, that's perfect writing. It's so funny. That's excellent. That's wonderful. They still do all the lovey-dovey stuff, so you're not like left blue-balled. But also they get to have a fun competition that I'm assuming gets very over the top, which is exactly what I want. I should just freaking watch that show. You know what I should do? One of these days I should be like, I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna freaking finish Assassination Classroom, and then I'm gonna start Love Is War. I should do that. There are very, very few overlap. Okay, well that's good. Your stuff is cooler though, because you make it yourself. Aw. Well, I don't think it's cooler. I mean, I just have the time and the software to make an animation. Nothing wrong with grabbing it from somewhere. They do some insane shit. I love to hear that. Oh, thank you for the stretch, DeadSec. I've had a stressful day, and now I'm having a stretchful day. Anybody? And it's great because the other people are also insane, but they look at the main people and go, oh man, these guys are idiots. That's awesome. That's perfect. I love that. I've seen that one side character before in Love Is War. She's got like the pink hair. Thank you for the hydrate as well, DeadSec. Yeah, Chica, that one! Like Markiplier's dog. Bro, I can't believe they named an anime character after Markiplier's dog. Throws tomato. Boo! Get off the stage! Okay. Alright. Fine. Bye. I'm just kidding. I didn't leave. I'm still here. I bet I fooled you, though. Ew! Stop stinking up the place or I'm gonna leave again. Finally, a peak stream. What, because I left? You want to just stare at a blank camp? No, he's back! Wow, I can't believe you guys hate me. I can't believe everybody hates me so much. Actually, I can believe it. I don't have the highest self-esteem, guys. I'm gonna keep drawing the picture now. If that's okay with you. JK, love you, BBG. Big bad guy? What the heck? That's so... I'm not a bad guy. I'm not big either. Why is everybody calling me fat this stream? What's gotten into you guys? That's so mean. Tinka, thank you for the follow. It's baby girl. I knew that. I was joking. Because I knew that already. Anyway, did you catch the weather? I gotta go. Bye-bye. Okay, bye, stars. Bye. Thanks for popping in. People are calling you fat? No, nobody calls me. And stop calling me fat. Probably I don't get any phone calls because I don't answer them, though. That's probably why. You didn't know BBG meant baby girl? In my defense, BBEG means big bad evil guy in Dungeons and Dragons slang. So that's very close. I thought maybe if a villain like turned good, then they went from a BBEG to a BBG. I guess it still kind of applies. You can have a big bad evil guy become a baby girl. Goo goo gaga. World domination. But I did know that. For sure. It was just a bit that I didn't know. That I didn't know that. Don't forget that I know everything, right? This is like canon. That I know everything that's ever happened. I just choose not to reveal it. We did that bit at one point. Yeah, I forgot he knew everything. You know who didn't forget that? Me. I didn't forget. You know why? Because I know. You know why? Because I know everything. What would your BBEG Sona be, Aiden? Oh, if I was a villain? Oh, it's Shaden. I guess it's just Shaden. No, but if it was like D&D, what would be my villain thing? I would be like an understandable villain, I think. I would have some character arc against capitalism. Where I would do some messed up stuff. But there'd be a purpose behind it. I might be like a Robin Hood character. But instead of stealing from the rich and giving to the poor, I just steal from the rich. That's why I'm evil. Because I don't give back to the poor. In real life, of course I would. But if I have to be evil, that's pretty evil. I think that qualifies. They call him the knower. Every villain is understandable to some extent if they're a good villain. That's true. That's a communist, man. Yeah, that's me. I go around to all of the nobles and I steal their stuff and then I divvy it evenly amongst everyone. And then I use my liar to seize the means of production. My spellbook is Karl Marx's manifesto. They're like, he's casting such powerful magic, and I'm like, with the power of communism. I cast prestidigitation and give myself a mustache. Aiden would be chaotic lawful. Tell me you've never played D&D without telling me you've never played D&D. You can't be chaotic and lawful, dead sec. Silly. Silly girl. You can be lawful. You can be chaotic, but you can't be both. I cast Create Mayo on your lungs. Oh my. Egg asphyxiation? Because mayo's made of eggs. Yeah, there's a lot of untold horrors in Dungeons and Dragons that you can do. How much metal has to be in metal to be considered metal? Because there's iron in our blood. Can you use heat metal on the iron in someone's blood? It's just a simple question. For science, you know? And if not, just shove a steel ball bearing in their mouth and then do it on that one instead. That would probably be more allowable by DMs. Although I might not allow it just because that's really fucked up. I want to shove a ball bearing down their mouth and then use heat metal. I'd be like, do you guys want the bad guys to do this kind of stuff to you as well? Because if I start allowing this, then that means it can go both ways, you know? Just a little concerned. And also a little concerned about your mental health. You okay there, buddy? You enjoy burning people up from the inside? D&D lets you be anyone you want to be, and you choose to be a sociopath. Homebrew it then, fucker! I don't know how I would. That's how chaotic you are. So true. I'm actually so chaotic that it rolls over 0 and comes back to lawful. Almost assuredly not. Magic works based on how magic interprets it in canon D&D lore, so you cast spells by literally manipulating the weave. That's why Mystra is a groomer. Ah, Baldur's Gate. I only say Baldur's Gate because that was my introduction to Mystra. She was never a god in any, or a goddess in any of my pantheons, believe it or not. Mostly because I made up my own. I inject liquid silver into them during a long rest and use heat metal and literally boil them alive from the inside out. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. The thing is, as a player, if I'm your DM and you start doing that, then the bad guys are going to start doing that to you. And I'm the DM. I can do some horrendous shit. Even if you have all the supplies necessary for that and I allow it, it's like, next time they use like some kind of poison spell, they're gonna poison your DNA and give you diseases. Liquid silver, Cora vibes. Hi, cutie bottom. Who are you talking to? I only see one cutie here, and it's me, and he's a switch. That's at least what the test seems to think. Top 3 bottoms do it. Okay, jeans, shorts, and harem pants. You know, the big poofy ones. Or like those sweatpants that get baggy at the top, but then they get skinnier at the bottom. That's not what I meant. What did you mean? I don't. Top 3 bottoms. Mine, Kim Kardashian's, and that one guy on TikTok who's got the huge dump. Huge dumpy parachute. Parachute pants are pretty good. What I'm talking about is called harem pants. Look it up. I have a pair. They're really comfortable. But you can't wear them around other people or else you'll be judged very harshly. Those are my I'm home alone today pants. I'm home alone today and I'm getting a little wacky. Bell bottoms? That's two kinds of bottoms in one. Also welcome in Resi. Top 3 bottoms. That's an order. Oh, you want me to top 3 bottoms? Well, I'm waiting till marriage. So sorry, James. If it's happening, it's gonna happen to one person. Harem pants are what Aladdin wears? Yes, those. Imagine those. MC Hammer pants. Yeah. You can't touch this. No. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my lord, thank you for blessing me with a mind to rhyme and to hype feet. It feels good when you know you're down. Yeah, I love that song. I don't think anybody should be surprised. If it's like 80s, 90s music, I eat that right up. Early 2000s. I don't know why 2018 hit and we just decided to stop making good music. But I feel that way. Whatever happened to One Direction? You know? Bangers. Banger after banger after banger. I love One Direction. And then they went in many different directions. Completely goes against everything they stand for. Famously split up because of racism. Did they really? I didn't know that. I thought it was because Zayn left because he was like, I don't want to be here anymore. And then the band stopped. Bean, hi! Hi, Bean! So good to see you. How are you doing? I'm watching Steven Universe. Banger after banger. Zayn left because the manager and much of the fans didn't... Oh my gosh. Really? I did not know that. They were being racist. Well, good for him then. He shouldn't have to take that. Doing okay in the process of cleaning still. The sun is down. Is it? Not for me. Busy making some video assets from my art contest video. Ooh, fun. Wanted to doodle with more art going on in the background. Had to come see what you were up to. What making? I'm working on some commissions. We're doing some emotes for a viewer. For my mod Minri. Some VGen stuff. It's like very grounded speculation. No official reports, but there have been a lot of stuff that came out about it. I see. Oh, thank you so much, Bean. I'm glad that you're here for some body doubling drawing. It's down here too. Aiden lives in the past. So true. I'm still talking about One Direction. Clearly I live in the past. But come on. Best song ever. Come on, come on. Kiss You. Story of My Life. All bangers. They go crazy hard. Although I'm sure One Direction has like 1,000 songs. And I like 6 of them. So maybe not the greatest track record. Aiden's in the past? How far in the past? Is it pre-2001? Well, considering I wouldn't be alive at that point, then no. I was like 7 months in the womb when the towers fell. You know those memes that are like, somebody died on the same day that somebody else was born, so they say, welcome back? Aiden is baby and okay boomer. We really do have the dichotomy here. This is my life, everyone. Aiden is baby, and also calling me a boomer. I forget that's how young you are. My family was in New York City when it happened. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. I hope they were all okay. Jeez Louise. I can't imagine. I was listening to Come From Away the other day. That just also reminded me. It's a musical about after the attacks. So many of the planes had to land, and there is a little place in Newfoundland called Gander, where they accepted a whole bunch of people and fed them all. And I can't not cry every time I listen to that musical. It's kind of weird what makes me cry and what doesn't. But that musical is just like the epitome of community and like helping out your fellow human beings for no other reason than they need your help. And it makes me cry. Especially at the church. Oh, they're all at the church and everybody's saying their own prayers and everybody's worshiping together. It's so sweet. It's so wholesome. Everyone in my area has a 9/11 story. I don't know how interesting they actually are. Dang, though, still. Come From Away mention? It's so good. Gander? Hardly know her. Your bean is my profile pic on here? Oh, hell yeah. I just watched the high school production of it a few months ago. It's so hopecore, I despise it. Wait, Tia, do you not like Come From Away? Or do you like Come From Away, but the high school production was too... I'm confusion. I genuinely cried talking about the Carpathia this morning, so I get it. You get it. Very emotional. Drink more tea. I don't have tea. I love Come From Away. It's just hopecore. It makes me hope. Yeah, that's a good thing. We need more hopecore in this world. We live in a day and age where anything on the internet gets more attention if it's negative. If you hate on somebody, you get way more attention and traction than if you're praising somebody. And that's messed up. So we need to make an active effort to be more hopeful in our everyday lives. And Come From Away is an excellent example that these are all different people from all different backgrounds and walks of life, and some of them couldn't even communicate with each other, but in the face of tragedy, human beings bond together. We band together, and we become stronger and take care of each other. I think that's beautiful. Hate hopecore. Everyone should be miserable. Hang on, sorry. Can I reread that in Squidward's voice? Hate hopecore. Everyone should be miserable. Another day, another nickel. I was in kindergarten when the towers fell. We watched it on the TV, and when my dad came to pick me up, apparently I asked why the plane broke the two castles down. Oh my gosh. Imagine, like, trying to explain that. That's crazy. That's Squilliam. Squidward loves hope. Hope for not working and to not be bothered by Spob, but still. Maybe. Also, Squidward did coin the another day, another nickel thing. So, chessmate atheist. Why'd they let kids watch the thing happen? I don't think it was like a... I don't think it was like a, let's sit our kids down and show them this. I think you're just watching TV and they're like breaking news. You're like, oh, I wonder what this is. And then boom, there it is. I think a lot of it was not shown on purpose. I think sometimes you just can't avoid that kind of thing, especially when it's going to be plastered all over the news. But also, you know, if you're a parent at that time, it is probably important to help your kid understand what's going on. Might just be difficult depending on how old they are. I don't know SpongeBob like that. You will, Dex. You will. You'll learn SpongeBob yet. I'm gonna make this a little bit more saturated. That looks a little better. Yeah, if we're talking 9/11 stories, my family was like busting ass around that time. Do tell. I mean, however much is appropriate, of course, but it sounds interesting. My brother was supposed to meet up with his friends at the World Trade Center that day, but everyone had to cancel. Did they canceled after, right? Or was this like before they canceled and then when the attacks happened, you were like, thank God we didn't go meet up there, you know? My dad was a school bus driver at the time and worked double time getting kids home. Wow! Yeah, that's crazy. I've heard stories about the school bus drivers, actually. That is pretty intense. It was the day of, they were gonna go there on the day. They, but they, like, the attacks happened and then they were like, okay, well, obviously we're not gonna go. Or was it like we were supposed to go, plans got canceled, then the attacks happened, and then you were like, thank goodness that we didn't end up going? Because if we were there, it would have been horrible. They were supposed to go, but it all got canceled. That's crazy. Okay, yeah, that's wild. Like thinking about how close you came to being there when it happened is insane. That is, I'm very glad that that those plans got canceled. I was not around for it. Now me neither. I was born exactly 3 months after January 11th, 2002 is my birthday. My mom was the most hands-on for it all. She was an ICU nurse at the intensive care unit. Wow. But worked like 18-hour shifts in the ER to treat the folks there. Her hospital mainly brought in all the firefighter and volunteer firefighters who were injured during the events. Oh my gosh. I might be saying this because I have nurses in my family, but I have so much respect for nurses, especially emergency room or ICU nurses. Crazy. Like I would not even have the stomach to do that. Or EMTs. I actually have a buddy that I went to school with who's an EMT now. Nurses are so capable. Yes, true. And very good to have one in the family. Because they tell you when it's time to go to the hospital and when you're gonna be okay. And I don't want to be that guy who's like, yeah, well, I basically know how to be a nurse now because there are nurses in the family. I don't. There's so much training you need to go through. But there's just a vibe that you get about how serious something is that I picked up from the nurses in my family. So now when my friends are hurt, I get to be the one who's like, put saline on it, put a band-aid on, you'll be okay. That's not something you need to go to the hospital for. And then they get a horrible infection and it's all my fault. No, I'm kidding. Aiden, I'm gonna sleep. Time to wrap up stream. All right. Well, in that case, everyone, don't forget that Raiden is a raid message. No, I'm kidding. Unfortunately, the nurse in my family has health triggered OCD, so not as helpful. Oh, interesting. Is that just when it happens at home? Or I'm curious about that. Is that the kind of like is it the kind of thing that's not as impactful when you're at work? Because I know that people can have like a different mindset, right? Like when I'm at work, I'm a completely different person. Especially when I worked maintenance. And I was like, it was super hot outside. And I would be mowing lawns and stuff. So I get like I'd cover myself in sunscreen and then mow lawns so I would get covered in dust and dirt and grass and I would just be so filthy. And like if I were at home, that would be a nightmare. But if I'm out and working, I don't know. I expect to be dirty and gross and that it's a part of the job, so I just like lock in. I wonder if it's the same with other things. Send a pic of my new layout slash background and self promo. Okay, I'll take a look. Ooh, I love the flowers. That's so pretty. Very nice, Minri. Handyman Aiden. I did get sent out on a few handyman missions. They were not that crazy. They were like put the grate back on a radiator or change a light bulb or replace a door or something. So it was mostly just screws. But I did work maintenance for many summers. It was really not a bad job, all things considered. I I had to do part of the job during COVID, so it was rough just in that um all of the residents were a lot more on edge. And so I think I've told this story before, but like I was like mowing the lawn and they would come out and they'd be like, "That's not how you mow the lawn." And I'm like, "Lady, do you want to do this? I have a riding mower. I have 25 more lawns to mow today." And she's telling me that I'm doing it wrong because you're supposed to do the weed whacking whippersnipping first. I'm like, "Nope. You do the lawn mowing first so that all of the extra spots that you miss you can get later with the whippersnipper because they're easier to find." Why would you do that first? You're going to do it first, and then there's going to be spots you can't reach with the riding mower, and then realize that, and then you're going to have to get it back. You're going to have to go get the weed whacker and do it again. How many Aidens does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just one. But I need the right tools. I had to go find a ladder because I was too short. It's my brother. He loves his job, but he knows the worst possible thing that can happen in any scenario and will bring those options up. Oh, I see. Love handiwork, very important to the community. It was, but besides the people who would like, because I'm like already hot out there and I'm tired. You know, I'm just doing my best. And also, I do have pretty bad anxiety still, but my anxiety I feel was so much worse back then. So I just felt like people were staring and judging me all day, and that if I messed up at all, they would like burst out of their house and tell me I was doing it wrong, because they did. Like there was one time where I was mowing around this lady's tree in her yard, and every once in a while I would chip the roots because I'm on a giant riding mower. And she complained last time that I didn't get enough of the grass like on the tree. So I had to go over top of these big roots. But when you're cutting the grass over top of big tree roots, naturally you're going to clip some of the tree. And then I did that, and she came out and she's like, "You're destroying my lawn!" And I'm like, "Lady, I cannot win with you." But of course you have to be like, "Yes, I'm so sorry. I can't believe that I'm destroying your lawn." And I'm like, "What do you think I'm doing this on purpose? I'm literally just whatever." Anyway, that was the worst part of the job. The paranoia was very rough. But the actual work itself was great because I got to listen to music for so much of the day. And I'd have to sort through everyone's recycling and garbage in the morning because people wouldn't put them in the right bins. So my first job every day was grab the recycling and the garbage and tip them over and then sort them out, which was really gross. And I had to do it every single day. But besides that, it was lots of like trimming trees, and I would get a trailer and move the sticks around to like a lumber pile, and then I'd be like taking out garbage and raking leaves and mowing lawns and doing weed whacking and helping. I was a maintenance assistant, so I was helping the actual maintenance guy like fix stuff. Um and so it was a lot of like hard labor and a lot of hot sun being outside, but all in all I didn't have to talk to that many people. And I did actually get a pretty sweet deal because there was a high rise with a lot of uh, elderly folks in it. And during COVID, they're all immunocompromised. So I got this deal where they're like, "We need the handrails to be sanitized every couple hours. But we don't want to come in on the weekends. So they were like, if you come in on the weekends, it'll take you a while because I had to walk all the way up 4 floors, go across all the way down 4 floors, and then hit 2 more buildings. But they were like, if you do that, you know, even if it takes you an hour, you're still coming into work and you have to get paid for a minimum of 3 hours. So you'll make 3 hours in 1 hour. And I said, you son of a bitch, I'm in. Except I didn't say that because they'd get mad at me. So I took that, and it was pretty sweet. I mean, a lot of times I did get people who were very unhappy about it. You know, some grandma's like, do you have to spray it this often? And I was like, actually, yes, I do. My boss is telling me to do this. But besides that, I just got to like listen to podcasts and turn my brain off and spray railings for a long time and make money on weekends. So that was pretty sweet. Somehow the pack I got before had more animated looking stream decorations, but more realistic vibes background, and the one I just got was the opposite, so now it's all animated. Heck yeah, I love the look, though. I love the animated look. You are invited to the communist compound. I can mow the lawns at least. Just don't let him figure out that I don't know how to fix anything. But yeah, that was a sweet deal. I had every weekend I had to go in like twice on Saturday and twice on Sunday. So at times it felt like a big slog. Especially because I couldn't really like drive up to the city. Because I needed to be there to spray the place down twice a day, so I couldn't like take a day off. But, you know, this was when I was still in high school. So I could just hang out with my friends and then go do a spray. It was a pretty nice job. And my boss was awesome, which is a big part of it. There was one time, it was so hot out, and I was stuck cleaning eaves troughs. Gutters for the Americans out there. I was cleaning gutters of people's houses. And all I had was a fold-out ladder and a paint stick. So I had to, like... And there was a lot of houses that needed their eaves troughs cleaned. They were, like, full of leaves and stuff. So I had to close the ladder, move it, open it up, lay it against the house, climb up the ladder, slowly dig out all of the dirt and mud and leaves with my paint stick, and then move the ladder like 3 feet over and do it again, and then do that for every eaves trough of every house when it was like 30 degrees, which is probably like 100 degrees Fahrenheit. And that was an awful job. And at like 3 p.m., my boss pulls the truck around and he's like, hey, let's go get slushies. And he bought me a slushie with ice cream in it. It was awesome. That guy's great. He would also do that when we were edging. Which is a very funny thing to say if you've not done edging before. Yeah, they had me edging at work. It's actually called that. The lawn would be overgrown where it connects with the sidewalk, and the grass would start to grow onto the sidewalk. And so there's this little gas-powered machine that is kind of like a lawnmower. Like, it's got the same, like, pull action engine, turnover engine. But instead of being a lawnmower, it's just like a giant saw blade on one end. And you stick that in between the grass and the edge of the cement, or the end of the pavement. And then you just slowly go along and it cuts all of the grass off. It's actually very satisfying. But it's also very scary because naturally it will move a little bit, and then when you nick the blade on the sidewalk, it goes like, it makes this horrible scratching noise, and it starts sparking. And so it looks like you don't know what you're doing. But even when I would watch my boss do it, he was doing that probably more than I was. It's just inevitable. It always is just going to scrape against the pavement. And it cuts a nice clean line so that the edge of your lawn stops right where the sidewalk stops. So it looks good. And the reason that it's called edging is because you're cleaning up the edge of the grass. And that's the only edging we did at that job. So I mean, how good of a job could it have really been? You know what I mean? Let's go. I did actually really enjoy it though, because it wasn't like that physically taxing to just push the edger, and no one would bother you because they don't know what the heck you're doing, and you also have a giant exposed blade going across the sidewalk, and it's also very loud. So like people would try to stop me when I was mowing the lawn, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're actually doing it wrong," and I'm like, but with the edger, everyone's just freaking terrified of it. So I got to put my headphones in and listen to my podcasts, and then never worry about it again. It's pretty nice. I didn't have any complaints. No complaints when you're edging. Honestly, a huge perk of the job, being able to edge while you work. I should get my own edger so I can edge while I'm working on my lawn. There's something very satisfying about edging. You're killing me. What? I don't see what could possibly be wrong. We're talking about regular, completely innocuous things like edging. Any good maintenance man worth his salt can appreciate a good round of edging. I phased out for a while setting stuff up. What's happening here? Oh no, we're just talking about edging. You know, the machine that you use to clean up the edge of grass. You cut the excess grass and dirt off from the pavement. Edging. I did that a lot at my old job. It was great. Nothing wrong with a little bit of edging as a break. Very itchy and stinky. Yeah, I mean, you do get really sweaty doing it. So you do get sticky and sweaty while you're edging. It's always something with you guys. That's the most fed up I've ever heard Minri, and it really cracks me up. It's always something. Look, I knew when I started talking about it that I was walking into a trap. Edge sweat. I mean, edging was better than doing the recycling, than having to sort out the recycling. That part was pretty awful. And it was probably better than the weed whacking as well. I think I prefer edging over whacking it. But when it comes to mowing the lawn, I'd much rather do that. I'd much rather, I think in the tier list, it's mowing / plowing is number 1. And then edging is number 2, and then whacking it is probably number 3. Yeah, whacking gets results like immediately. It's just immediate reward. Right. And I mean, if you're whacking, you can get it finished in like a couple minutes depending on the size of what you're working with. But with edging, you know, it's a real slow burn. Edging really like culminates the experience right until the end. Yes, and when you finally finish, it's very satisfying. I can't keep talking about this with a straight face. It's true though. It's true though. If you only have a little bit of grass, you know, you can finish weed whacking. Ah! We need to stay focused. I heard edging actually helps with focus though. It really keeps your mind sharp. Oh, does it? For me personally, whenever I'm edging, I kind of zone out. It's a very meditative thing for me. You know, you just like put your music in or watch a video. Although if you're edging, you're probably already watching a video. Or at least listening to something, you know. It would be just so boring to do it without. It was actually pretty scary when I first started to learn how to do it. Because I'd never edged before. But my boss showed me how, and it really wasn't that bad. Edging's actually not that scary once you get the hang of it. Sunyan? Yes? Papa? Y'all want to fight? Oh yeah! We're overdue. What do we want? Do we want a, trying to draw a straight line and you keep making me laugh? That's good to hear. I mean, I'm sorry that I'm ruining your artwork, but I'm not sorry about how unironically funny I am. Me and all my edging stories. I'm full of them. Sorry, Bean. Yeah, let's do a battle royale. That seems fitting for me. Yeah, heck yeah. And then you guys can gamble these points away. How would you guys feel if if I added more avatars into stream avatars, but you had to pay gold for them? Like, it gives you some progression, something to work towards. Is that something we're interested in? I want progression isn't a bad thing. Yeah. I want incentive for people to collect gold. Because right now it's just slot machines, and don't get me wrong, I understand the appeal of a slot machine. You can also make bombs more expensive than 10. Yeah, I guess. That just feels cheap to me, like just making bombs way more expensive for some reason. That doesn't make it more fun. I feel like maybe gamifying a little bit by adding like hats or something that they have to work hard and then buy makes it more rewarding. Bean won the battle royale. Congratulations. $500. You can't see it, but I'm doing the Dr. Evil thing where my pinky's up to my mouth. 500 gold. Slay. I tried so hard. Well, of course. You're in the ring with these seasoned fighters, veterans. I'd expect nothing less. Do you guys also want to do a boss battle? I know it's a little uncouth, but I did forget at the hour mark to let you guys fight. You're overdue for blood. I don't think I was in that battle royale, so yeah, sure. Dex fled. Dex ran away from the battle. Heck yeah, let's do it. Anybody who wants to participate in the boss battle, when the prompt comes up, you type exclamation mark and then your class, Ranger, Druid, Bard, Necromancer, Priest, Mage, Warrior. And then you will collaborate with everybody else. You pick what move you want to do, you'll fight the boss. Right now we've got 3. Almost the perfect adventuring party. What's oh? Did you join successfully? I think you did. But also, if it's just the 3 of you, you'll have to do some serious collaboration. We got a mage and a bard and a druid. So we've got some strategy here. Rip. I mean, I think it scales based on the amount of people. I do not like Premia's Endless Zone Zero. Me neither. I don't. Yeah. I feel you, Dex. I feel you. I'm also not that into Sigrid, if I'm being honest. I do not care for her ass cape. That is very funny. But Evelyn's cape is immaculate. No clowning on Evelyn's cape. Evelyn is a queen. And I still haven't even met her in the story yet. But I think I'm about to. I'm pretty sure the Astra Evelyn thing is the next story line. Which would be pretty cool. Evelyn's so good. Yeah, I know. Everything. The design, her move set. It's crazy. You would Astra did make me tear up a teeny bit. You would love Astra. Oh, really? I mean, I already like her. But if you think that I would like her even more, like doing her story, then you're probably right. I think you know me reasonably well. She's kinda a dere dere. Ooh, that's my type. Okay. That and someone who can tease you a little bit. I don't know. I like getting teased a little bit. Like, romantically speaking. You would. I'm just saying, it's fun when it's, you know, when it's, I don't know. I think it's very entertaining. Oh, ads. Oh no! We gotta tell Dex when it's their turn. Is it Dex's turn right now? Yeah, my bad. This was a bad time to start a boss battle. I apologize. Here you go, Dex. Much better. I don't know, though. I think I am quite goofy. And sometimes I like to get a little sassy. And so, I wouldn't hate a lady who does the same thing, who gets a little sassy with me. Not in a mean way, but in like a fun joking way. It's disarming is the word that I would say. Sometimes when I'm around people, this might be the social anxiety, but I get a little bit anxious, especially if everybody's not being too nice, I wouldn't say, but if it feels like we're only doing small talk, this is a really hard phenomenon to describe. It feels like if everyone is just being polite, that I'm not getting the real them, you know? There's a lot of time when people are just being nice and not saying what they believe, but saying maybe what they think you want to hear because they don't want to start waves or whatever. And I think, doing small talk with strangers is fine and stuff, but someone like your significant other, um, I feel like they should be able to be their realest self when they're around you. And so if somebody's teasing me a little bit, it's almost a way for them to be vulnerable in a weird way. My goal in this is to have rejuvenation at 100% uptime since it's a 5-turn buff on a 3-person party and treats everyone. Oh, and treant everyone since they don't have a time limit. That's that's a good idea, Dex. Dex has got it all planned out. Dex has got a different strategy for each class, for each different amount of people. I think you guys can win. Also, thank you, Minri, for letting Dex know. Our ad's over. Maybe not yet. Oh, so y'all, I'm getting so much progress done. Oh my gosh. We might even get this done and start working on another emote before stream's over. So I watched an old movie today called Teen Witch this morning with my mom. I was so surprised and disgusted at how immature all of the quote unquote high schoolers were, laughing at the nervous teacher trying to teach sex ed. Apparently that's how it was back then. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, my experience was slightly different. I I didn't actually go through sex ed, which is not out of character for me at all, but my high school bullied a teacher into quitting. Yeah. I'm sorry, Dex. That's really rough. Mine almost did that. Um, but the teachers were as much of the problem as the students were. We were supposed to take sex ed in the 5th grade. He did not deserve it. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. Uh, we were supposed to have sex ed in the 5th grade, but my teacher. Oh, didn't not. Oh, he didn't not deserve it. Oh, okay. That makes it a little better, I guess, if he was a bad teacher. Um, like he was a dick, but people did take it pretty far. Yeah, high school drama, crazy. It's crazy what people will do. I don't know why. But our teacher just said, you'll do sex ed in 6th grade instead, not 5th grade. But I moved between 5th and 6th grade. So then when I got to my new school in 6th grade, and that topic was brought up, they were like, you should have covered that last year. So that's over. So you should know it already. And I was like, I was supposed to do it next year, last year, and I was supposed to do it last year, this year. So, I guess I missed it. And then in ninth grade, we had a mini sex ed thing that was only like a half hour long that was just about how to put on a condom. And the presenter was actually so funny. She had a little dildo, and its name was Woody because that's funny. And she like demonstrated in front of the class and was talking about how to be healthy and how to be safe. And like all of the issues that pop up and the best ways to prevent them and trying to destigmatize everything, which yes, it was really awesome. I'm like, that's good necessary education. Thank you, Canada, because even though I am a good Christian boy, people be freaking. 30 minutes for a condom? No, it was also like, here are common STIs and you know, lots of detailed descriptions about the fricking, about Minecraft the sex update. My teacher was kind of the same way. Oh, baller. That's the way you gotta do it, though. You know, if you're going in front of a classroom filled with ninth grade boys, they're gonna make fun of you because they're sometimes the worst. And if you play into it and like make jokes about it and everything, not only do they think you're cool, but they like won't make fun of you and they'll actually pay attention and learn more. You know? Because rather than being like, yeah, right, we're gonna listen to this lady, if you're making jokes and stuff, then they'll be like, wait, this lady's actually cool, maybe we should listen to her. Oh my gosh, Dex, did you get one tapped? I should have refreshed the barrier. I didn't realize it was almost over. No, Dex! You think the barrier would have kept him alive? Y'all are doing damn well, though. With only 3 people? It would have. We were doing so well. Ah. It's Jover? No, that's quitter talk. Don't think like that. Look at how low the boss is. 50% magic reduction versus a mage. Made magic damage 50%. Yeah. Damn. That is very unfortunate. Just one misstep. Hey, it's kind of punishing. But again, I kind of like that it's challenging. Of course, I'm not the one doing the boss fight, so you guys can tell me. But no, I was saying during ads though. Sometimes when someone is being overly polite, not only was I at max health, I had a 60% health increase. That's insane. The boss can heal? Buff druid. The boss can heal himself? Oof. That seems unfair. Maybe we do need more than 3 people. I don't know, you guys were doing so good though. It's hard to tell. I was saying sometimes when people are being overly polite, it kind of feels like they're not actually speaking their mind. Does anybody else feel that way? I don't know, this might just be me reading into things a lot. But like very often if I'm asking my friends like where do they want to go for food or whatever, and they're like, wherever. Or I guess not food. It's not so much that, but it's just like and then you're like, okay, well, what if we try this place? And they're like, yeah, okay. I'm like, no, tell me what you actually feel. Like, tell me what you really think. If you don't want this place, we don't have to go to, like, I'm so flexible. If you don't want to go to McDonald's, please tell me and we can go somewhere else. Like, I do not care. I actually do not care where we eat. And it also gives people like me a bad rap because there's a lot of people who actually do care, but they won't say. Which means that people like me who actually genuinely don't care where we eat, then people are like, oh, okay, he's not telling me. And I'm like, no, genuinely, we could eat at Taco Bell or Subway or Tim Hortons, and I do not care. I have zero preference. If I could teleport to one of them and get food right now, I couldn't tell you which one I wanted. Oh no, Rip Tia. Aiden, I'm making little PNGs for future videos. Any recommendations on how many expressions poses I should have? You've come to the right guy. I will say it's a give and take. It depends how much you want to put into it, depending on how much you want to get out of it. There are some YouTubers who literally have one, and it's just them talking, and they throw that on top of everything, and their videos still do well enough because the topics are interesting. Um, I've seen people who have two. They basically have like a non-speaking one and a speaking one. Sometimes people have three, and it'll be like a regular speaking one, and then a funny speaking one, and then a not speaking one. Personally, for me, the emotions that I usually go for. I'm sorry, everybody. That was a tough boss battle. We'll get the next one. You guys only have to wait 10 minutes. We'll have another boss battle in 10 minutes. Um, for me, I like to have just like sort of a regular, like, no, Tia. I like to have a upbeat, sort of happy talking one. I like to have an excited one because I get very excited. And then I'd like to have an angry one, a scared one, then like a blushing one. It will depend on the person because like it depends what kind of stuff you're including in your videos. So like me, I make a lot of jokes where I'm being kind of silly and sassy. So I have like a side eye one where it's almost like giving somebody the elbow, like that kind of thing. Because I make a lot of those jokes. If you're making a lot of dirty jokes, it might make sense to do one with like the Lenny face. You know what I mean? um, the like snide, smug smirk look. Um, for me though, I typically keep adding. It's never enough for me because I love to switch them out a lot. Some people are satisfied with, going back and forth between the same two. I don't really like to do that. I like to have as many different ones as possible, so that I can switch back and forth and have them each look unique. And whenever I think of a new emotion that I need, I'll draw it and add it. So for me, it's kind of an ongoing process. I right now have a snide one, a spooked one, talking, not talking, crying, blushing, empty brain slash derpy one, angry one, and a sleepy one. That seems pretty good. That's a lot of them. Oh, a good one, a really good one that's underrated is the like anime. You got a hand behind your head. You're like, with the, and you can even do like the sweat drop, like kind of a nervous one. I use that all the time because a lot of my humor is like, uh, sometimes it can be self-deprecating, talking about how I was, I had set out plans to do something in 2 days and it took me a week. So then in the script, I'll write something like, and surely I can get this done in 2 days, right? Nope. It actually took me over 7 days. And then that's the one where you put in the little like scratch in the back of their head, like a little nervous. Ow! That kind of thing. That's a great one to use. Love that one. But I'll keep racking my brain because I've done a whole lot of those. Spooked one, talking, not talking, crying, blushing, empty brain. Do you have a do you have one with the shadows over your eyes? You can do the shadows over the eyes where one of the eyes is like sparkling. You know what I mean? Where it's like pitch black, but you can see one of the eyes sparkling. Or you can just do one where it's slightly darker and it's very like intimidating. Like the death look, shooting someone a deathly look or something. Oh, also a laughing one. An evil face, yeah. Nervous, evil face, laughing. Those are classics. I'm getting blown up from two different fronts. I'm fighting a two-front war right now. But anyway, what I was talking about earlier, I keep getting distracted. Um, I don't know if anybody else feels this way, but it does feel like sometimes if people are being overly polite, it's because there's something they're not telling you. Like it, it's not just that they're being polite. There's some other like intangible quality behind it that I have trouble putting my finger on. But when people are kind of giving you short answers, um, and being like overly nice, I don't know. To me, it feels like there's something you want to tell me, like bringing cookies to the function. No, the opposite of that. If somebody put the effort in to make cookies, then I think that's awesome. I think they really like you if they're bringing cookies. Because it means that the whole time they were like baking cookies, they're thinking about you, and that's so sweet. It's more just like, I don't know. If imagine you get a haircut. I feel like the normal reaction would be like, "Oh, hey, you got a haircut. Cool, looks good." But if somebody's like, "Nice haircut." Yeah, nice haircut. Yeah, really, really nice haircut. And then you try to change the subject, and they're like, "Yeah, no, but I really like your haircut." You know what I mean? It starts to feel fake. Sometimes I feel like, um, I mean, that's a very blatant example. It's usually more subtle than that. But sometimes it feels like if people are being too nice, that there's actually something they don't want to tell you. And that's why I say, or even like, imagine I have some annoying trait that is like a tiny bit annoying, but not annoying enough to like sit me down and talk to me about it, right? Like maybe I'm just a little bit too loud when I chew or something. Um, some people might try to like talk around it or but then that's something that can build up over time. It can make people upset. What if it's to lower your guard? I love how you did your hair this morning in the Valley Girl accent. Yeah, kind of like that. But also, when this is all in relation to me being like, I want a girl who can make fun of me because I know that they're being honest when they can make fun of me. It's vulnerable to tease somebody in a certain way. Um, like imagine if I'm just imagining a girlfriend who's like afraid to talk to me about anything or like afraid to upset me about anything, so she doesn't even want to make jokes. Then it just feels like she's walking on eggshells, and I absolutely don't want somebody to have to do that around me. Um, so I much prefer somebody who can make fun of me every once in a while, so that I know I'm like, okay, that's we're cool. It's disarming, like I said. maybe maybe it's trust issues or something. But I feel like if somebody is unwilling, even your partner is unwilling to ever say anything bad about you, or like even like joke about it to you, because like most people have got some bad habits, right? Even if they're not harmful or anything, like some people might pick their nose or whatever. And if your significant other's afraid to even joke about it, to me that's a red flag. Not a red flag is in like, oh, it's horrible, but I'm like, why are you scared of me? Like, why are you afraid? And it's not even necessarily that. It's just that when somebody makes if somebody makes fun of me, it shows me that they're comfortable around me, like that they're not scared to be around me. And one of my biggest fears is like making people uncomfortable. So I guess it's encouraging to hear when people make fun of me, because I'm like, okay, good. They're comfortable enough with me to tease me and make fun of me. And I don't know, I think there's something very flirtatious about a significant other making fun of you a little bit. Maybe it's just me. Yeah, it's not like you want to get stepped on. You just want someone who's comfortable around you, who can also step on you. It's true, though. I just want someone who's comfortable around me. Freakazoids. That's what I'm saying. Not me, though. I'm just saying I want somebody... You know, like, wouldn't it be weird? I don't know. If you're, like, trying to playfully tease your partner, and then they just, like, go quiet, like, they... I don't know. I guess that's different if you're teasing them, and they, like, can't give it back, and they just, like, they, like, stare at their shoes. Then I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Did I hurt your feelings? Oh, God forbid my girlfriend gets her money's worth out of her heels. It would hurt so much worse with the heels. Some people are traumatized by previous relationships where partners get aggressive or upset when things like that happen. So that might not be them being scared of you particularly. They could be scarred. Yeah, that is a very good point. It might not have anything to do with you at all. But I do just feel like when somebody is comfortable enough to tease you and make fun of you, I feel like it shows that they, I don't know. It's almost like a leap of faith from them. It's vulnerable from them. Does that make sense? Welcome back, stars. Like if I have a new girlfriend or something, I would kind of be a little nervous to try to tease her. But if I make fun of her and she thinks that it's funny, you know, and makes fun of me back, I love that. They trust that you won't lash out at them. Yeah. I think that part, they trust that you won't lash out at them, is good. I think I just we're just yapping, stars. I would love to have someone to tease, but it's also scary to consider because of how people have reacted in the past. Yeah, and I guess that's why it means so much to me, because I do have people in my life who I don't really want to tease because they wouldn't take it well. And that's not a bad thing at all. I'm not saying that it's bad if you can't handle it. But I feel a lot more comfortable around someone who's willing to do that back to me. It's almost like it's like walls. You know how people have different kinds of emotional walls? Um I would never just tease a stranger. That feels a lot more intimate. Um and I feel like if I can tease someone and if they can tease me back in a fun way, then that means that there's like a barrier that has been removed. I feel closer to that person, I guess. It might just be one more thing that you do with that person that you didn't used to be able to do before, and you don't do with most people. I just tease everyone. All my friends take it well and tease back. Yeah. Of course, we all tease you, though. You're very testable. Or teasable. I'm very teasable. And I'm also very testable. I've taken many a quiz in my day, but like if anyone says stop, I do. Yes, totally, of course. I just think it might be a similar vein as like humor with a partner. I it would be genuinely difficult for me to have a partner with a very different sense of humor. Like what's something that's like very I'm trying to think of something very like basic that people would laugh at. Like maybe Friends isn't the perfect example. Big Bang Theory, there's a good example. No, dad jokes are hilarious. Don't you dare, Tia. But something like the Big Bang Theory, if they think that the Big Bang Theory is like really genuinely funny, enjoy your lurk, Ima. Why did it do that? Is that another glitch we have to... What? It's never done that before. Great, I gotta write that down. Fix night bot lurk message. I don't know. Immediately to Pedor. That's so funny. I'm gonna watch Miraculous with my sisters again, but I'll leave this open and maybe say some things every now and then. All right, have fun, stars. Or should I call you? Or should I call you Ima? Why is it doing that? That should be the default Nightbot command. Maybe it broke. Oh no. Oh no, I have to lurk now in my own stream. Whatever will I do? Ah! Go, I'm back. That was terrifying. I don't know where I was. Ah! Hey, what the heck do you mean, yay? What do you mean, yay, he's gone? As I was saying before I was voluntold to lurk, I think if I have a partner who, like, their sense of humor is the Big Bang Theory, and they don't understand my sense of humor, my sense of humor is, like, very stupid sometimes. Sometimes my jokes don't always make sense to other people. They always make sense to me, but I feel like I'd have to explain them, and then it's just me talking about how my stupid brain is broken and making all these weird connections that other people wouldn't make. But I just feel like I relate to people so much through my humor, which is why my like best friends are also very funny. They're very like witty and clever because they understand my humor, and I feel seen when they like laugh at my jokes, or at least they understand my jokes. Even if they're like, "Oof, that was a bad one, dude." I'm like, "Yeah, but you got it though. But you got the joke." I feel like with somebody who just couldn't understand my jokes, it would be so hard because I wouldn't feel seen, like, at all. Unlurk plebe. There he goes. There he goes. Well, I always wanted to know what the Twilight Zone was like, but I'm too scared to go myself. Ow! Hi, Kira! Do you guys want to do a boss battle? I don't know. Am I alone in that? Maybe other people don't feel that comedy is that, I don't know. Thanks to my chat, most of my humor is now innuendos. I mean, that's the best. We we just had a long conversation about edging. But there are some people who are maybe more literal minded, or they just, I don't know what it is, but our brains function differently and they just don't understand the jokes that I'm making. It's so hard for me to relate to those people. It's this weird barrier that, like, if you don't get my humor, then it's just like weird vibes. Like, I think I've had people, I've had like girls that
Binliv
I was
says
interested
fighters and
in.
lurkers, come back to stream, a boss approaches, get ready.
That's awesome. Thank you, Minry. I think there's girls that I've been interested in before, and then when I like chatted with them and got to know them more, they just like wonderful, lovely people, but had no idea when I was making jokes, and they would kind of just look at me like I was a little weird when I would try to make a joke. And I'm like, oof, oof. I don't think I can keep doing this. Thank you for the hydrate stars. The boss battle is happening. Don't make me fight alone. A boss battle is happening. Everyone who can, please join. No, not the ads. Not right now. Maybe that's for the best. At least we'll have 30 seconds. Why always ads? Thank you, Minry. See, now that's BS because I thought it was at 7 minutes, like on the 7-minute mark, but we're at 6.5 right now. So why did ads happen? I swear, Twitch has evil comedic timing. It's comedic timing, but it's evil. It's Dex's turn! Dex goes first! Thank you, Minri. It's always interesting to chat about these things with chat because it's kind of a way for me to bounce off the way that I view the world and see if it's the same way that other people see it. It also kind of helps me to get a feel on what's normal for people and what's not. Or at least just to see how people view things differently. Okay, nice. Now we can fight the rest of the battle adless. Because there's lots of things that I do that I think is not normal, and I'll talk about it on stream, and then a bunch of people are like, "Oh yeah, I do that," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, so I'm not alone." And then there's other things where I'm like, "Does anybody else do this?" And then it's crickets, and I'm like, "Okay, so maybe that's just a me thing." Maybe that's a specifically Aiden type of neurodivergency that I've got. I have another healer, right? We have. Let me check. We have a mage, a warrior, a bard, and a druid. Can bards heal? If they can, then yes. If not, okay, yes, we do have another healer. If not, it's just you, Dex. Big group heal versus druids group. Hot. I don't know what that stands for. Dex, you use a lot of acronyms. Heal over time. Ah, I see. Please play more video games. I'm trying. I have so much Zenless to catch up on. It's not even Zenless, bro. I know, that's what I'm saying, is I gotta get through all of Zenless and then I can play other games with healing over time mechanics. It's gonna be a hot minute. A heal over time minute. Ah. The numbers correlate to your move against the boss. Oh yes, that's right, Stars. So when it's your turn, your name will pop up above your avatar and it'll have three options. You can type !1, !2, or !3 and it will do the corresponding move. So I think one of them is an offensive move, one of them is healing, and one of them will be utility. And then depending on the class, like some of them have more offensive moves and some of them have more healing. That's good because I can only count to 4. Oh. Oh. Oh, poor Bean. One, two, three, four, 1 teen, 2 teen, 3 teen, 14. That is kind of how the French count. Yes, it says what the moves do on the line of the number, yet that is also true. And the text will be the same color as well. I think to count in French, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is 10. And then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. No, I missed one. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19. Did I miss another one again? What the heck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20. V-E-N-T spelled vent is 20. And then once you get to 20, instead of saying 21, they say 20 and 1. So 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 is 30. And then they do it again, 30 and 1, 30 and 2, which I guess is kind of what we do. 31, 32, 33, 34, 38, so on and so forth. And then 40 doesn't get its own name. 40 is two 20s. And then I think when you get to 75, it gets really freaky. And it's 320s 15. And then like 320s 16, 320s 17. And then 80 is like 420s. 90s is 420s 10. And then when you get 100, it finally gets its own name. I got a notification 2 hours late. Hey, better late than never, right, Popman? Thanks for hopping in. Appreciate you. Bruh is trying to flirt with his chat in French. Mes petits chauffeurs. So basically like Spanish. Chinese is like that. Yeah. I think it's kind of funny. I think Japan has it the best. Shocker. Aiden thinks Japan did a good thing. But, they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up to 10. And then it's just 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 30. And then 30 has its own name. And then they do that. And then they just keep going. I guess that's how we do it in English as well. Maybe that's why I like it. How you doing? I'm doing really well, thanks, Popman. How are you? I hope you're doing well. We did have a meeting with the international tax lawyer, which was a little bit disheartening. Because they're like, there's no rush, but you need to decide if you're ever going to move to the States or ever work there in your life right now. So that wasn't easy. Enjoy your lurk, Thosnfjiskfa. You know what? That's on me. I don't know why that's broken, but I'll take the little L. I'll take a little I'll take a little L. Just a small one. I'm good, nothing crazy. You know, no news is good news. I got clothes, I guess. Ooh. What clothes? There was a period in my life where I was really into raglan sleeve, like those baseball t-shirts. I have a lot of them. That's a side effect of how Nightbot is. So is that not something I can change? You know what? Maybe that's a feature and not a bug. It's not broken, it just doesn't expect people to say something after the lurk. Yeah, that's true. Is there a way to fix that, or is that just the way it's gonna be forever? That's how it says the person's username. So maybe if I dig into the command, I could change that. I got some essentials because it's comfortable. Oh, nice. Oh, you know, you fix it by people not saying something after. But what if they ignore that and say something anyway? Is it doomed to be broken forever? The other night I had a bath. Well, that didn't work. Welcome Ninja to chat. Same way the shoutout command works. It either takes the sender's user unless a word is sent after. I didn't know that's how that works either. No. I can't believe Nightbot is so broken. It's already dead. Please stop beating it. Immediately resumes the boss battle. Same way follow age works. So if you do exclamation mark follow age and then type your name, does it? Oh, I see. You can pick other people's names. Wait, does that mean you can force other people to lurk? According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way a bee should be able to fly. You like jazz? Can you can you lurk for other people? That's insane. Aiden Sketches is not following Aiden Sketches. Wow. What, do you think I'm a chump who likes my own posts and follows my own messages? Doesn't make sense. Then all Nightbot does is say bye. Enjoy your lurk, you like jazz. Fake fan. Yeah, no, he's a little too loud for me. I don't like how he yells sometimes, and his accents are pretty bad, and um, he just talks about the same four things over and over again, like about how single he is, like all the time. It got old quick. I stopped watching that guy, and also like, does he ever draw while he's on stream? I feel like he never makes progress ever. Oh my gosh, I also have a command list for stream avatars as well as Nightbot. I feel like I should have two different commands for that, or is it good that they happen at the same time? I don't know. Who? Oh, you. Yes, me. I'm talking about me. Dex said I'm a fake fan. Exclamation mark VGen code? Don't even start. That's so funny. You are a fake fan. Name 5 Aiden Sketches songs. Bubble Pastures. Um. Oh, thank you for the stretch, Tia. Oh, my shoulders. Yes. But I was saying I had a bath the other day and it was heavenly. Name 5 Aiden Sketches songs. Aiden's theme, chill theme, creepy theme, cute theme V2, intrigue motif, Victoria's theme, watermelon sky, Aiden's theme ghost. Blood doesn't know I've written music. It's got to be coded to input a user's name called a variable, part of the message that changes
Lude
depending on the
Extras
message.
says fuck you.
I love how it gets auto modded, and Brian does not care. He's just like, I'm just gonna say it anyway. Don't get any ideas. That was from my interactive haunted house series, by the way, if anybody's wondering. I wrote all my own music for that series. Aiden is Aiden, because of Aiden is Aiden, yeah. Did I have a stroke reading that? Thank you for the hydrate stars. Appreciate you. Oh, I didn't know that because I am a fake fan. You and me both, Dex. We can embrace it. Also, you guys are kind of killing this boss. You guys are destroying. Congratulations. I said what I said. I know, and I didn't understand what you said. Y'all want to see my dog being a circle? Yes, I do. Congrats! You did it! You beat the boss! See, that's all we needed. Just a little bit more teamwork, a little bit more people. I don't know. I don't even know, bro. Oh, wait, look, there's kitties in Pet Pics as well. Aw, he's so sleepy. What a good boy. What a good doggy. Reminds me a lot of my dog. Looks a lot like my dog. My dog had a fat head, though. He had a big freaking melon. We think he maybe was part Rottweiler because his head was so freaking dense. Damn, Tia, what'd I do? I don't think it's you, Paul, man. I think Tia's going on a rampage. Oh, it's because you didn't gamble. Oh, that's just my friends at the casino. How I gamble. Type exclamation mark slots, space, and then type in the amount that you want to gamble on the slot machine. That's how you gamble. Is James here? I don't think so. I know that sometimes James likes to visit multiple streams at once, so he may be off in Never Neverland. But I also know James doesn't miss a stream. But he's been here, right? I'll do him later then. Onyx Spots, welcome back in. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing very well. If he's not here, I'll duel him later. In the meantime, allow me to gamble all of my money on the slots. Just Onyx is good? Ah! Yes. I know that I have been calling you Onyx. I don't know why, but my brain decided to give your full legal government name today. It just does that sometimes. Although I don't know why it did that, because I've never been like, oh, hello, Minri Live, welcome in. Oh, congrats, Minri. Congrats, Minri Live. Congrats, Minri Live. It's okay, lol. Yeah, I just have an inquisitive mind. And the greatest mystery of all is how my own brain works. Do you like pots? Answer the question. Should I be concerned? No, he does this to everybody. This is how Potman says hi. I wonder if I could contact Twitch support to try to get access to the Minri username. I would be surprised if they did that. I think there would be a whole lot of people. If they opened that box, I think there'd be a lot of people requesting stuff all the time. And it would be probably too much for them to handle. When he's never said hi to me? Wait, for real? Potman. Oh, then he's never said hi to me. Stars. Do you like pots? Considering it's a channel with no info at all. I think they probably just straight up don't do that. I think regardless of how active or inactive the channel is, they probably are just like too bad. I mean, you could try, but I would be surprised if they did that. Depends on the pot, I guess. Interesting answer. We'll see how Potman responds to this. There you go, Stars. You've been asked by the Potman himself. A potter's pot. Yes, interesting choice. Not the one I would have gone with, but oh well. I am not the Potman. This is not my area of expertise. No, pots isn't fun. Pottery is fun. But pots, you're talking about the, what is it? Is it a disease? Is it a disorder? Is it a, what do you call it? Like, oh, like, yeah, like flower pots. Do you guys like flower pots? A blood pressure. Okay, it is a disorder. Yes. I guess you could call it a condition. There are some things that aren't like disorders or diseases, and that I guess there's just a condition. I like those pots, yeah. Flower pots, right? Flower pots, right? Not the blood pressure disorder? I love the blood pressure disorder. Yeah. I invented pots. I'm the one who gave everybody weird blood pressure. The Blood Wizard. Whoops, accidentally activated the ruler. Hate it when that happens. Um, the French proletariat be like, oops, I just accidentally activated the ruler. No, I just said triggered. I triggered the ruler. Americans in 1776. 17. 17. Slouching is so fun and comfy. I agree. How come everything that's like fun and nice and good is bad for you? Ice cream, bad for you. Slouching, bad for you. Sleeping in, too much, bad for you. It's a shame if it makes me feel like a hag. Yeah, completely agree. Embrace hag. And having good posture is like the worst feeling. One of the worst feelings, not the worst feeling. I think the worst feeling is when you're about 90% through a plank. Your body is shaking violently and you're exhausted, but you aren't done yet. Hag sounds too discriminating. It sounds so rude. Hey, I mean those dark age insults hit hard. Hag, wench. That's another fun thing about D&D is you get to whip out the old Deus Vult vocabulary. The Deus vocabulary. Like, damn, just say fuck me, bro. No. You witch! You hag. It's funny. There's nothing better than being. I mean, you dirty hag. Yeah, that does sound really bad, doesn't it? There's lots of different D&D characters that are fun to play. It is really fun to just play a very zealous paladin. Like the real nerdy dorky kind, you know what I mean? Like yes, you can be a cool badass paladin who's maybe got like some like issues in his past, or like he still believes in his deity, and but he's got a checkered past and he's doing his best to atone. Yeah, that's cool and everything, but it's really funny to have a paladin who's just 1,000% committed to his cause. Like the kind of guy who somebody casts a spell and he's immediately like, witch! Burn her at the stake! It's a witch! I don't know why. It's just really funny. They're kind of goofy as well. Kind of goofballs. Somebody says a swear in front of them and they're like, Sean the non-believer. I want to be a hag witch someday in D&D. Sounds great. Honestly, I would thrive. It sounds so fun. Bean is gonna design a gender bent version of her VTuber pretty soon. Really? That's so exciting. I can't wait to see that. I definitely want to see that. Oh my gosh. It's a Leopleurodon, Charlie. Wow! And not just any Leopleurodon, a magical Leopleurodon, Charlie. Oh, they took my kidneys. I don't want to draw this ref of saffron. The Spice Girl? The Banana King! Charlie, it's the Banana King! Charlie, you look quite down with your big fat eyes and your big fat frown. The world doesn't have to be so gray. Put a banana in your ear. A banana in my ear. Put a ripe banana right into your favorite ear. It's true. Says who? So true. Got a new pair of shoes. Damn, Pop Man fully dripped out right now. You got them J's, them Jordans, them Nike? I don't know any other shoe brands. I haven't bought shoes in forever. I think the last pair of shoes I bought was my Birkenstocks that I got like 5 years ago. See, the nice thing about being a short guy that they don't tell you is that your feet haven't grown since the 8th grade. So you don't have to ever buy new shoes. Tall guys, I mean, they're probably not still growing, but you know, at one point, they outgrew everything. I still have dope-ass Ninjago shirts that I wore as a kid that fit me. No ref, Lucian. Show us the kicks, dog. I own like 9 pairs of Jordans. Well, 7, but close enough. That is pretty close. That's a lot of pairs of Jordans. Are they real? Aren't Jordans like really expensive? Like hundreds or even thousands of dollars? That's wild. Or am I thinking of something else? Am I thinking of J's? I don't know. I feel like real Jordans are very expensive. All real. Damn. How much money did you spend on that then? That's so much money. I don't know if that's really a flex. That's a lot of money that you're spending on just shoes. You know what I think is a flex? Saving up money to pay off like car insurance. Then you have my respect. I'm like, how very fiscally responsible of you. Oh, you get them for cheap and then fix them. I sell shoes, so I just keep shoes I like. Oh, that's actually super cool. I mainly wear skater sneakers, combat boots, and demonias. What the heck is demonias? I also wear a lot of skater sneakers. I'm not cool enough to wear combat boots. And I've never heard of demonias. Demonias? Demonias. I feel like I should look this up. Could I pull off demonias? Is it a brand? Oh. They're the like lace up boots with the big platform bottoms. Nope, I could not pull those off. But I need to like actually have a good ref showing Saffron's body because it's also kind of important to her story. It's always good to have a good reference sheet. Good reference sheet cannot be undersold. Welcome back, Popman. I was just saying it's super cool that you like get cheap shoes and then fix them up. That's awesome. I only wear my sneakers, but I sometimes wear these plum boots. Plum boots? Is that the color or the make? Or the fruit? Who is Saffron? One of the Spice Girls, I think. I think it was oregano. I'm just kidding. My dad taught me everything I know. That's awesome. Is your father a cobbler? I had a D&D character called Saffron. It was a Furbolg Ranger / Druid. That's kind of awesome. I love that. A what? This is, guys, I get to be pretentious. A cobbler is the name for somebody who makes shoes. Cobbler, someone who creates and repairs shoes. English for stupid, please, and then a shoe blacksmith. Thanks for having our back, Tia. Shoe blacksmith is the perfect way to put it. I never thought of it that way, but damn if you ain't a genius. No, that's just me being very overly pretentious. I apologize. It's funny. I like actually hate it when people do that. Oh, you don't know what sapiosexual means? Oh, well, I guess you're just stupid. It's like, bro, nobody knows what that means. Stop being like this. He don't make shoes, but he taught me how to fix anything? That's awesome. Puts a crock on the anvil? Fix it. What is this dark magic you've placed in front of me? I cannot fix such a thing. Witch! Shun the non-believer! Deus Volt! Heathen! Plum boot-wearing heathens! My ex is a sapio. A what? A sapiosexual is someone who is attracted to intelligence. So if somebody is like really smart and that turns you on, you're a sapiosexual. Which is like not something that most people know. But there are people who are pretentious enough that they'll just throw that out there and refuse to elaborate because they're just like, yeah, everybody knows what it means. But they actually don't think that. They know that nobody else knows what it means, but they also know that if they want to figure it out, they have to ask them, which makes them feel smart. I'm a morosexual. That's why I like Aiden Sketches streams. There's absolutely nothing here to turn me on. It's a vibe. Okay, great. Now I have to look this up, and then I'm gonna figure out that this isn't all a A convoluted insult. Morosexual. Oh. It is what you think it is. It's what Tia said. So Dex just called me smart. Me and my friend figured it out for him while arguing he's not straight, 100% at least. Was he saying because he's a sapiosexual, he's a part of the LGBT community? Because that's not how that works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's different. Like, you just because you're attracted to somebody for a different reason doesn't mean like if I'm a boob guy more than a butt guy, I'm not a boobasexual. I'm not a member of LGBT because I'm a boobasexual. I'm always right. Yas, go off, queen. I think this might be talking about something else. I think Stars might be talking about something else, though. Also, arguing that somebody is not 100% straight. Wow, what a new idea to this stream. Thideology? That's excellent. That's excellent. I've been thinking of words that start with the letter M. Mutiny, moron, malice. Malice. Yep. Those all are correct. They do indeed all start with M. I watch this. I'll give you another one. Morose. Oh, that was a that was a quote. Ah. I was a little confused, but I was also like, maybe we're just listing things that start with M. Who am I to shoot down the idea? Any gaze, time to draw doom, Saf, and luck. Does that... I'm confused about the vocabulary here. Does any gaze include me? Is this like a... Is this like how some people say bitch to their friends, but it's like in an inclusive way? I, I don't know. Maybe that message is not meant for me. 'Twas the Mad Hatter. Oh. That guy is pretty angry. You do not want to get on the Mad Hatter's bad side. One time, I accidentally stepped on his garden. I didn't hear the end of it. He had it on me so bad. You should call him the Mad Hater. More like. Bonkers, even. Aiden, I'm too straight and white for this stream. Brother. Join the club. I'm too straight and white for my own streams. But I only say that because everyone thinks I'm either egg or gay.
Wow.
Wow. It's just anyways, but make it gay. So I'm just reading too much into it then. I'm just trying to understand. I'm queer and I am here. All might be like... I'm pretty sure All Might is canonically bisexual, and that's his catchphrase. He says, I am here. That was an elite tier joke. Queer is a broad term, like a broad term for LGBTQIA+, being his ace. Yes! And that includes All Might. The symbol of peace, more like the simple for penis. Got him. The simp people, the simp person for. There's something there. Well, that's what the plus is for. There's also like 2S for two spirit. And I don't know if there's a established like order, because I've heard it as like 2S LGBTQIA plus, but some people put the 2S after. I don't know.
Stars underscore 0 FTH3 underscore Sky says stepping on the greens in her designer jeans, she's the disco miniature golfing queen. Wearing plaid and sequins, she can make a scene, she's the disco miniature golfing queen.
What? That's not how I remember the ABBA song going. Stepping on the greens in her designer jeans. She's the disco miniature golfing queen. Do 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 do. Young and sweet, only 17, wearing plaid and sequins. She can make a scene. She's the disco miniature golfing queen. Oh no, maybe that is the lyrics. It's Phineas and Ferb. I figured. I got some $200 jeans for 40, ironically. You bought jeans ironically? How do you purchase something ironically? I guess like if you don't really want it, right? Like if there's like a really tacky shirt that you're buying because it's tacky, I guess you could buy that ironically. Anyway, I'm condemned to the exercise realm. Hang on. Let me what should I do this time? Maybe I'll do this. There. Perfect. Just the fact you mentioned jeans remind me of it. I just got it. Young and jeans, only 7 jeans. She is the dancing jeans. Dancing jeans, she is dancing jeans. Ah. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. I really ought to take off my little overcoat when I do those because I overheat. I'm sweating. Sweating as much as I did when I was edging. Anyway. Marius? Me talking to the priest at my wedding? Are you gonna marry us or what? Okay, Tia. B needs to figure out how to put together a react video at some point. Interesting. What are you gonna react to? What is said theme of this video? Yeah. Or is that what you need to figure out? I'm tired of this, Grandpa. I'm running an art contest, so I'll be reacting to the entries. Oh, I see. Interesting. So is it just going to be you and your VTuber, and they sort of go on screen and just talk about him a little bit? Seems fun. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to lay everything out at the moment. Oh, I see. Sort of like logistical stuff. Just trying to figure out where everything fits. It would be... Please don't actually do this. It would crack me up if every time a new drawing shows up, you get the little, like, sparkle gif with, like, the pink background. The very, like, low quality pixelated one that goes, wow! Wow! For, like, every single one. And it goes on for, like, way too long. I want it to look nice, you know, not like all over the place. Absolutely. Holes is a book? Yeah, actually, we read it in school. Can I admit something? I've never seen the movie. I only know references because other people say the references and I steal them. I have so many references from things that I've never watched. Like, stop trying to make fetch happen. I don't know what that's from. If I didn't know better, I would say it's from Fetch with Rough Ruffman. But I think it's from Mean Girls or something. Aiden, would you ever do a draw this in your style? I would love to do one. Maybe a long, long time ago, there was someone's character I thought was cute, and so I did a couple of them, and they did horribly. I want to do some fun noises for each reveal. Noises for each reveal for sure. Heck yeah. I'm just thinking of, I don't know why it's so funny to me to have the like crappy low quality like Santa dancing gif or something. Ah, my brain is so fried. But it's not a bad thing. Sometimes having a brain rotted mind is helpful when you're a content creator. Oh, but I hate reading. Originally a book made into a movie. Yes, that's true. Fetch with Rough Ruffman. That's a name I haven't heard in years. What a good show, though. I should go back and rewatch that because I probably saw it when I was 6 years old and had no idea what it was about. It would be really funny to go back and revisit like my favorite childhood shows and see if they're actually any good. Some of the current entries are spicy, so I feel like some jokes about maybe can I show this on Tuba Views jokes would be appropriate. Of course, of course. Do them in order of spiciness so that the as they get more spicy, you can get increasingly exasperated about how spicy they are. Can my cat stop kneading my thing with her claws? I hope you meant to type thigh. Ow. Don't you just hate it when your cat kneads on your thing? Why this song kind of hard? What's the name? I'm so glad you like this. I don't know what it's called, but it's by P. Maru-sama. If you look up P. Maru-sama, P-M-A-R-U-S-A-M-A, P. Maru-sama, you'll be able to find it. They have a lot of really good songs. Thigh! What? I read thigh! You typed thing. You typed, can my cat stop kneading my thing with her claws? I'm just saying. I'm saddened. I've graduated, but I still have to wake up early. I have to wake up my bitch ass siblings. Such is the life of an older sibling. I wouldn't know. I'm the younger sibling. But I'm younger enough that my oldest sibling was already like moved out of the house by the time I needed to be on time for stuff. Going straight to quotes, probably. Hey, if you want to drop it in there. But just say that Stars typed it and do it with no context. It's about time one of you guys gets an out of context quote, not just me. Can my cat stop kneading my thing with her claws? I wrote Fitch, and that corrected the thing, but I read it as thigh. You wrote Fitch? Okay, hang on. Can my cat stop kneading my Fitch with her claws? Okay, that just sounds like a slur. I don't think that's any better, Stars. No defending yourself. What an insane thing to say. You're not allowed to defend yourself. Oh, you actually did type Fitch. You mistyped thigh as Fitch, and it switched from thigh to Fitch to thing. I'm the middle child, but I wake myself up. I also always woke myself up. And I'm the youngest. Enjoy your lurk, Fitch. That's so funny. I'm the youngest. Hey, welcome to the club, Stars. I too am a middle. I think the youngest gets a bad rep. People always say that the youngest child is like entitled, and the parents buy the most amount of everything for them, and they, you know, the oldest child was like very disciplined, never got to do anything, and the youngest child gets away with everything. That's not true. Literally the night I confessed to the girl who became my first girlfriend, I was out until like midnight. Because we were, excited. I said that I had a crush on her. She said that she liked me as well. So we were like talking about it. And this is the first girlfriend I ever had, so I was excited. So like naturally we stayed out a little late. And also it's midnight. Like, that's not that late, especially for high schoolers. High schoolers sometimes stay up like stupid hours. And I got home and I got chewed the F out. Oh my gosh. I thought I was gonna get my ass beat. With the amount of screaming and yelling that happened to me when I got home. And I was almost like gonna say, I have a girlfriend now. Or at least we were like gonna start dating or something. I don't remember what it was. But I was greeted by screaming and freaking out when I got home. So I said, hey, maybe I'll just keep this to myself. I wake myself up at 4:50 for seminary. Very cool you're going to seminary. Also, 4:50 is so early, bro. I'm the oldest and not a morning person. Wake me up at your own peril. Real. I kind of love getting woken up, though. I don't like waking myself up. Like, with an alarm, it feels so inhuman. But if there's somebody there when I wake up, I'm like, oh, hi. No fair, I want to be the middle. The youngest child is a whack, dirty city pigeon. Crazy. Crazy work. But my whole story was about how everybody thinks the youngest child gets away with everything, but I don't get away with everything. I got chewed out to hell when I stayed out with my first girlfriend. Hate getting woken up. I can understand that. I guess if it's like at an unreasonable time, it's like let me sleep. But if I should be up anyway, I kind of love when people. I'm like, oh, you thought about me. You're like, doesn't he need to be at a thing? And then woke me up. I'm like, thank you so much. Y'all got strict ass parents. That's a very funny way to spell strict. I'm strict up right now. You really love being known.
Stars underscore
Me?
0 FTH3 underscore Sky
Yes, I
says
do.
no UKNWO what's up. I am the baby, and
What is
sometimes
going on?
treated like the baby by my mom, and my mom made my dinner
What's going
BC. My
on?
legs have been pissy all day and I didn't want to stand. And my
Your legs
sisters
have
were
been
like, so you
pissy?
do this for her
You
but
peed
not me,
yourself?
and my mom said yeah I'm the baby, and I was like the disabled baby except we're all disabled.
Ah, sister drama. None of my family like being woken up. We're all instantly bitches when disturbed. Insta bitch. And then Pommet just copy pastes it. Insane. Maybe I think I'm gonna end it there because we're over 3 hours. I almost got an emote done, guys. Are you proud of me? I'm gonna send you over to Hive once again. I hope they're not ending soon. I know that we have kind of a similar schedule. So if they are ending soon, then we're gonna go on a little bit of a journey and you're gonna meet some new people, maybe. I didn't know you knew how to do this. What, raid? I've done it before. Anyway, don't forget that Raiden is the raid message. And I'll see y'all again on Friday, hopefully. Thanks so much for sticking around. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye, everybody. Bye.